Bill Gates and Elon Musk don't exactly see eye to eye. While the Microsoft billionaire and the Tesla and SpaceX titan have never had a particularly cozy relationship, things have heated up over the past 12 to 18 months as the two have openly sparred about everything from electric vehicles to the current pandemic. Now Elon Musk exposes Bill Gates, who's shorting Tesla. So what exactly is between Elon Musk and Bill Gates? Elon Musk, presently the world's richest man, is widely known for his tweets on almost everything in the cosmos. From his bid to buy Twitter to challenging Vladimir Putin to a single combat, the 50-year-old American billionaire always manages to shake the news cycle. Now it seems Musk has gotten into a verbal tirade with fellow billionaire Bill Gates. In a series of leaked text messages, Gates was proposing a potential meeting with Musk to discuss philanthropy possibilities. But Musk was not willing to do so after Gates admitted he still had not closed out his short position on Tesla. A user identified as Whole Mars Catalog took to Twitter to share a supposed conversation between the billionaires. According to the tweet, Musk asked whether Gates had a $500 million short position on Tesla. The user went on to say that Gates responded to Musk saying that he has not closed it out, and Musk in turn asked Gates to get lost. The user ended his tweet by saying that he was unsure if the conversation was real. In a subsequent tweet, the user tagged Elon Musk asking if this conversation was true. Musk, in his characteristic wit, was quick to respond. Elon affirmed. However, he added that he didn't leak the details to the New York Times. Musk said that the media organization may have got the conversation through friends of friends. Musk stated that he heard from multiple people at TED that Gates still had a $500 million short against Tesla, and it was for this reason that he asked Gates, and that it was not top secret. In early 21, there were reports of strife between Musk and Gates. The SpaceX boss had claimed that Bill Gates had been betting against Tesla on the stock market. Ever since, Gates' alleged shorting of Tesla stock became the talk of the town. There were instances in the past where Gates seemed dismissive of electric trucks like Tesla Semi. However, Musk had countered those claims. However, in 2021, on numerous occasions, Musk had been maintaining that Gates had a big short position on Tesla. So what is shorting? In capital markets, selling a security at a given price without possessing it and purchasing it later at a lower price is known as shorting. It's also called short selling. Shorting is usually done with the motive of earning profits by purchasing the securities at a lower price later on. Once shorting is done, the purchase of the same securities to book profit-loss is known as short covering. There were rumors that Gates did hold a short position against Tesla, but he never truly confirmed whether he had any sort of investment in the automaker's stock. During a February 2021 interview with CNBC, Gates declined to talk about his position.
Tesla CEO Elon Musk was recently on Joe Rogan's podcast and speculated that Bill Gates was shorting Tesla stock. So I asked Bill Gates to set the record straight.
I think what Elon's done with Tesla is fantastic. It's probably the biggest single contribution to showing us that electric cars are part of how we solve climate change. And now he's got a carbon removal challenge. So we need more Elon Musks. We need one for steel and cement and all the different categories.
So you're not short Tesla stock, just so we're clear.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't talk about my investments, but I think he should be very proud of what he's done.
However, only a few days later, in an interview with Bloomberg, Gates shed more light on his position, basically admitting to shorting the stock.
I understand you own a Porsche electric car yourself. Elon has in the past claimed you shorted Tesla, and I wonder if there's any truth to that.
Well, I think Tesla's an amazing company. I wish I'd, been more on the long side, but it's great. And I have lots of relatives who own Teslas that I've helped buy for them. So nothing but positive thoughts about Tesla and its role.
Gates' short position definitely raises red flags. Tesla's been the leading force in the transition to electric vehicles, and its energy sector has launched both residential and commercial energy storage and solar regeneration projects since the company's creation. It's hard to justify any environmentalist or climate change philanthropist's short position on a stock that has to do with sustainability. Musk's hesitancy seems justified, especially as Gates is openly betting against perhaps the most revolutionary company of the 21st century thus far. If Gates could bet against a company so openly that's tackling climate issues, then how could Musk ever take his bid seriously? The billionaire's public spats may not always be serious. They do appear to fundamentally disagree about multiple things, and their clashes carry even more weight. Here's where the friction between Gates and Musk began. In February 2020, Gates said during an interview with the YouTuber Marcus Brownlee that while Tesla had helped to drive innovation and adoption of electric vehicles, he recently bought a Porsche Taycan. Gates' comments didn't get by Musk, who tweeted that his conversations with Gates had always been underwhelming. But things really heated up in July when Gates took issue with Musk's comments on the current pandemic. In an interview on CNBC's Squawk Box, Gates criticized Musk's comments and implied that Musk shouldn't be speaking about the pandemic at all. Elon's positioning is to maintain a high level of outrageous comments, Gates said. He's not much involved in vaccines. He makes a great electric car, and his rockets work well, so he's allowed to say these things. I hope that he doesn't confuse areas he's not involved in too much. Gates and Musk are involved in fighting the pandemic, with Gates pledging $100 million to fight the pandemic via the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, and Musk redirecting Tesla resources to source and produce ventilators, and teaming up with the German biotech firm CureVac, in which Gates is an investor, to make a device to aid in vaccine production. But since last March, Musk has frequently downplayed the severity of the pandemic and strongly criticized stay-at-home orders. In August, Gates wrote a blog post about electric vehicles that questioned whether it was practical to make vehicles like 18-wheelers fully electric. Though he didn't mention Tesla, the company does produce a semi. A few weeks later, a Twitter user asked Musk about his opinion of Gates' comments, to which Musk replied, he has no clue. Musk called Gates a knucklehead for criticizing his efforts. During a podcast interview published in September, the New York Times' Kara Swisher asked Musk about his feelings about the pandemic, including whether he planned to get vaccinated. Musk himself defended against Gates' comments, saying he'd spent time with Harvard University epidemiologists doing antibody studies and noting Tesla's work with CureVac. Gates said something about me not knowing what I was doing, Musk told Swisher. It's like, hey knucklehead, we actually make the vaccine machines for CureVac. That company you're invested in? Since then, he and Jeff Bezos have flip-flopped as the world's richest. His net worth currently stands at more than $270 billion, according to Bloomberg's Billionaires Index. And during an appearance on Kara Swisher's Sway podcast in February, Gates said he's not interested in pouring his money into outer space projects like his fellow billionaires Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk. He went on to say that he'd rather spend his money on vaccines here on Earth than on space travel. But Gates did issue a rare compliment to Musk, calling what Musk has accomplished with Tesla one of the greatest contributions to climate change anyone's ever made. Gates has also taken issue with the mania surrounding cryptocurrencies, which Musk has helped fuel online. In an interview with Bloomberg, Gates shared his thoughts on cryptocurrencies. He noted how much energy Bitcoin uses, making it not very environmentally friendly. He also warned investors not to dump money into Bitcoin like Tesla has. Elon has tons of money, and he's very sophisticated, so I don't worry that his Bitcoin will sort of randomly go up or down, Gates told Bloomberg. I do think people get bought into these manias who may not have as much money to spare, so I'm not bullish on Bitcoin, and my general thought would be that if you have less money than Elon, you should probably watch out, he said. Musk recently tweeted, then deleted an anti-vaccine political cartoon about Gates. The cartoon, originally created by conservative artist Ben Garrison, depicted Gates as the mastermind of the pandemic response plan that included making people afraid, locking the country down, and then launching a mandatory vaccine rollout. In Musk's version, which wasn't sanctioned by Garrison, the last stage of the plan is a Zune relaunch, in reference to Microsoft's discontinued MP3 player. Musk captioned the image, "Soon you will feel a strange desire for Zune." He deleted the tweet roughly 2 hours later. Gates has been at the center of conspiracy theories about the pandemic since 2020, including one theory that claimed, without evidence, that Gates wanted to use vaccines to implant microchips into people. So Gates is an advocate for climate change, and he shorts the one company that's leading it and pushing the auto industry to change it. How could one short a company like Tesla, then go on talking about solving climate change? It makes you wonder what Bill Gates' philanthropy crusades have really been about. Thanks for watching. Until next time.